Ooh.
Looks like we're on. All right, awesome. We've already got a thumbs up. Did you do that?
I did not do that yet.
Woo, look at that. Hey guys, how's everybody doing tonight?
How are you tonight?
I'm good. I'm really good.
Good deal.
Just jump down here. Actually, I need my list.
Where's your list at?
It's over there.
Oh.
So, hey everybody. I hope everyone's doing great. I hope everybody's enjoying their weekend. Long weekend, I should say. Away. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I'm going to have to get one more thing for me.
My goodness.
I'm
What
sorry.
do I look like, your assistant secretary?
Yeah. Well, sometimes you are.
I know.
My water glass is right there.
That's why I brought this one. We could share one.
Oh, okay. That's fine. Cool. All right. So, hey, Bridget, thanks for joining us again. Make sure you share out and let everybody know that we are on.
I'm working on that.
Well, I was also talking to Bridget.
I know you were.
So, thank you. Thank you. Tonight, we're going to be talking about Disney Cruise Line, which always excites me. Because I do love Disney Cruise Line. I think it's one of the best. So yeah, share out. We're going to talk about the things that make Disney Cruise Lines stand out amongst other cruise lines. But we're going to kind of jump that off based on our poll.
I'm going to check the answer to that one too for you.
All right, cool. So I hope everybody has had a wonderful Disney week. I know I have. I've been busy and full. Hey, Brandy, thanks for joining us again. I hope everybody's had a really good week. I've been busy planning some vacations. Doing actually quite a bit of vacation planning, but also
Where'd you put the poll out?
most excitedly on the travel agency website.
That's what I was making sure.
I'm most excited because we are now planning our summer vacation since we got the announcement.
Toy Story Land?
Yep.
That's right.
We know, and Toy Story Land's
June
opening.
the 30th, people.
Mm-hmm.
Of 2020.
Absolutely. So you want to start making your plans. I think we have like 100.
Didn't even phase you, did it?
Oh, you said 20.
I did.
2020.
You went absolutely.
Well, I didn't think you would mislead anybody.
Just you.
Just me.
Okay.
Trying to see if I'm listening.
I'm always checking. I will keep you on your toes.
Cool. See, there it is.
Yep.
Awesome. Ooh.
Yeah, world is winning over the cruise line.
That's true. All right, so on Friday, and I put a poll out over at Middle of the Magic, our business page on Facebook, Rita and Henry at Middle of the Magic Travel. I put out a poll every Friday, and this past Friday's poll has been, which vacation do you prefer? Disney Cruise Line or Disney World? Now, if I could add more to that, I would have put in Disneyland and also Alani and even Adventures by Disney, but for whatever reason, the poll only lets me do.
Yeah, we're working on a new app for that, so we'll see what we can get later on there.
So as of right now, that poll will remain open for, I think, another
4 days.
4 days? Okay.
Yeah.
That poll remains open for another 4 days. But
We're
right
trying
now,
to put a poll up every Friday.
I do,
and
every Friday.
And it'll be good until the following Thursday. But we're going to typically talk about it
a little bit
on our show here. You know, so.
Oh, thank you, Bridget. We appreciate that. So the poll is Disney World or Disney Cruise Line, and I'm not. Brandy says Disney World. I'm really not surprised. Disney World is leading the pack right now. It's 71%.
Yeah, it really depends on what you're looking for out of your vacation.
Yeah,
I think a lot of it has to do with it, and also a lot of times of who's going on your vacation. And things like that.
Which is part of the reason why we're going to talk.
Hey, Daniel.
Hey, Daniel. How's it going?
So, whenever I'm looking at it, it's some of, there is always something to do at Disney World.
Well, and let's think about it. When you think about the poll, and we say Disney World or Disney Cruise Line, Disney World is the #1 family destination in the world.
It is.
And so,
it should win.
Yeah, it really should win. But it brings up a really good topic of conversation, which is what we're going to talk about tonight. And that is why Disney Cruise Line stands out. Now, just kind of like what Henry said, 2 totally different vacations.
Yes.
So if you're watching right now, let us know if you've been on the Disney Cruise Line. We'd love to kind of hear what you think about it. And we would love to know what stands out to you. But we also want to know, which do you prefer? Disney World, Disney Cruise Line? I mean, even after Disney cruising, sometimes I still lean towards Disney World. But I'm a creature of habit, too.
Yeah, and I think for me, a lot of it also comes down to what I'm looking for. When I think of just a true, straight out vacation, right? So we've all been on those vacations. If you had a father like mine, we would go on a vacation and we would travel. My dad loves history. He has a major in it. My sister has a major in it. I enjoy history. I did a major in it. But we we'd go on a vacation. It would be, hey, we're going to spend 2 days in Charleston, South Carolina, another 2 days in Savannah. We're going to stop off at St. Petersburg and then make our way back home. And you get done with a 7-day vacation and you just spent like 9 days worth of walking in it and you're tired. You have to have a vacation for your vacation. You don't have to have a vacation for your vacation whenever you go on Disney cruise.
Okay, so Bridget says that she thinks that maybe the fact that people have not been on a cruise, that could be a factor.
Definitely.
I agree, because until you go on one, you don't really know what you're missing.
Correct.
But Brandy says she doesn't like the water. Okay, let's little transparency here.
Neither do you.
No, neither do you.
Oh, okay, so here's the difference, all right? So, Brandy, and for everyone out there, I am not a strong swimmer. I don't... I have a hard time going off and getting on the river or the lake or anything like that because I'm concerned, that I won't be able to swim to shore. If my boat on the river were to capsize, I don't know if I can swim the 100 yards to shore. When you're on your cruise, it doesn't matter. It's just like, I'm scared of heights. I love to fly.
Okay, so I'm not scared of either one of those.
You're scared of flying.
But I'm terrified of flying. I'll do it. I did it this past summer. But, I mean, so I guess it's all a matter of kind of what, And I get it, Brandy. I get it. Because being on a boat in the middle of the ocean is kind of a little bit strange. But here's the deal. You're not in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah. So. There's a lot of land nearby with you. And basically you're traveling... other than your day at sea, so like we went on a 4-day cruise. Yeah. And our 4-day cruise, we had 1 day that you were actually at sea. And the other days, whenever you woke up in the morning or shortly thereafter, you pulled up to dock. Yeah.
And that goes for your longer cruises too. You may have a couple of days at sea, but most of the time, when you wake up in the morning, you are coming in to your port.
Correct. Except for that transatlantic.
Yes, except for that one. I was thinking more of the Caribbean.
Yes.
Cruises, which are our most common cruises here.
Whether you do the Western Caribbean or Eastern, so.
I'll have to, I was texting the 14-year-old right now.
Ah, gotcha.
So. All right, so let's talk about why Disney Cruise Line stands out. So the first thing I want to do is I want to point out something that Bridget said, and this is so true, and this is really one of the best reasons to book with Disney versus your other cruise lines. Now, I'm not going to diss other cruise lines. I am going to talk about how Disney Cruise Line is better, but I don't want to say the other ones are worse because every vacation is different. You're going to be with your family, and that's what counts. Can you come here for just a second? Sorry. So anyway, what Bridget says is that everything is included with Disney Cruise Line, and that is the God's honest truth.
Minus alcohol.
Minus the alcohol. So, if you'll give me just a second, can you go downstairs and just check on the dog, please? Sorry, guys, but please don't let the dog upstairs. Okay, thanks. I apologize. Our dog was going crazy in the backyard, so I thought I would take care of that. So yeah, everything is included with the Disney Cruise Line except for alcohol. And there are a couple of restaurants that are not included, but those things do not make or break your vacation.
No.
So that's pretty different than other cruise lines.
Correct. There's free soft serve ice cream. Mm-hmm. There's free soda.
That's the big one.
All day long, just about.
Right.
Because if I remember correctly, I have a video, and if I remember, I actually posted up into the comments after this one of Amelia eating ice cream. If I'm not mistaken, that was late at night. No, the video I haven't heard during the day, but we did take her out late. Yeah. And, like 10, 11 o'clock at night, we're like, let's go get some ice cream. And of course, as a 2-year-old at the point,
that was pretty exciting.
She was like, yes.
That was pretty, and they changed the flavors, which is really cool. each night. They change the flavors, which for me, I'm so dull. I just wanted chocolate or Dole Whip.
But they always kept like the, I think chocolate and vanilla are always there. The other two are the ones that changed them.
Well, Brandy, I'm not a Pepsi person, and so I really don't know if it was Coke or Pepsi on board because I'm a Coca-Cola
I'm sorry, Brandy.
gal.
I think it was Coca-Cola.
But I'm pretty sure it was Coca-Cola. But it could have been Pepsi too. They may have had both. I don't remember.
I don't
know
remember
there
that.
are a lot of soda machines.
There are a lot of soda machines. And Bridget, I can't guarantee 3 a.m. because I wasn't awake at 3 a.m. But I do know late into the evening.
Yes, that I do. One night we did go up there, and the wind was blowing pretty. I can't remember which cruise that was on. If that was with the kids.
Chocolate at 1 a.m.
Oh well, our daughter just popped in here and said she got hot chocolate at 1 a.m. So pizza, free punch, and soft drink. You got it, Daniel. Yeah. Disney Cruise Line is definitely the way to go. It is regularly voted the #1 family cruise line in the industry year after year with Disney Condé Nast, Disney Cruise Line, I can't remember, Cruise Line Associates or something like that.
Yeah.
I just posted a link to an article from Travel and Leisure on my personal Facebook page talking about how Disney Cruise Line is the best true Disney vacation. And I think what they meant when they were saying that is that you're actually getting a vacation. Unlike with Disney World, and I don't want to say that Disney World's not a vacation because we do it all the time. We love those Disney vacations and we know how to relax on our Disney World vacations. But if you're only going to Disney World once every 4 years, you're hitting the ground running and you don't stop. And that's quite different with Disney Cruise Line.
The very first vacation that we went on as a family, it's just the 3 of us, and I remember, and this is the first time I'd been to Disney in probably 20 years. And you're like, all right, so here's what's going to happen. We will get to the gates 30 minutes before they open.
Oh, at least.
At least. And we will be kicked out at the end of the day. And I remember thinking at the beginning, I'm going, man, it sounds like a great adventure. Let's go do it. Probably about the 3rd day, I'm like,
you were done.
What in the world did I sign up for?
I was not done, by the way.
Well, on that vacation, all 3 of us hit our wall on different days.
Oh, well, I don't even remember.
I remember because I thought it was interesting, the fact that starting day 3, 4, and 5, somebody was exhausted. So it's different according to what you're looking to go do.
Sure.
So I will tell you, the very first cruise that we went on, it happened to be during football season, and really all I wanted to do that Saturday was sit down and watch some football. And the game that I wanted to watch was on CBS, not ABC, and therefore there was no CBS on there. But there is ABC and ESPN all the time, even when we were out at sea, available to watch. So there was some I could watch because Disney owns those companies. So there was some that I could try and watch. But I actually went back and took a nap one time.
Hey, Jessica, thanks for saying hi.
On a cruise, and that's something that I don't normally do on vacations. But I've never come back from a Disney cruise and felt like I needed a day or 2 or 3 or 4 afterwards to recover from it. To where Disney World, I need at least a day or 2. Our vacation that we're taking this summer that's not Disney related, I'm glad that we're coming back on Saturday. I don't go back to work until Monday because I'll have a day to rest with it.
That's true.
So
that's true. Yeah, don't tell anybody. We're not going to Disney World.
Sometimes you have to turn around and check out some of the other ones. So
we're actually going to DC, which is pretty cool.
Yes, exactly.
So Jessica joined us. She's one of the agents. She's in the group right now watching, and she's an agent through Middle of the Magic Travel. And Jessica, you may have popped in and popped out. I don't know if you're still there, but if you are still there, feel free to share any of your pointers with Disney Cruise Lines. Let's go back to the fact that Disney Cruise Line is the #1 family cruise line. And I have to say this is really why, and it comes down to the entertainment. Bridget also mentioned that she wanted to take her mom on a Disney cruise, and I think that's part of what I love about Disney Cruise Line. It is the best multi-generational trip that you can take as a family. Take your parents, take your cousins, take your the in-laws, the brother-in-laws. Everybody gets separate staterooms, and you are filled with all this wonderful family entertainment, but at the same time, everybody can still have somewhat of their same our own agenda.
So whenever we went, and our oldest was with us, she could go to the preteen and teen clubs and stuff like that. And she has a whole group of friends that she makes. She has friends that she was still talking to months after.
Still does.
And it's what I hadn't asked her. I couldn't clarify that. But still talks to people from a year ago that she made friends of up at that club. You can go over to, talking about watching football, you can go over to, there's a couple of pubs, is what I'm going to call them, but you can actually go over and watch sports and relax if that's your thing with it. If you want to go down to an adults only section of the ship, stuff there for you, movies, just going up and relaxing on deck. There's thousands of things, so much that you can take your parents, your kids easily, and there's something for everybody to run and do.
So let's talk about some of the things that so Jessica said, I'm still here and I absolutely love Disney Cruise Lines, even for adults only. Ding, 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 ding. We do too. We love sharing it with our family, but we love it for adults only. I have to admit that's, probably some of our favorite vacations, even to Disney World. But so Disney Cruise Line has a lot of great things as far as entertainment is concerned for a family. I don't want you to think, my range of cruising is limited to Disney Cruise Line. I have friends who cruise with other cruise
lines.
Yeah, and here's the deal. I know when I walk up on deck, on deck 11, on the Disney Dream, on the Disney Cruise Line, I know that there is family entertainment going on.
Correct.
100%, if there is entertainment going on. The movies that are shown up on deck are family friendly. The entertainment is 100% family friendly. Everybody there is going to enjoy. They make jokes that are going to hit the parents. They make jokes that are going to hit the kids. It is truly a family experience. Not to mention, that on deck entertainment that you're going to walk up there and you're not going to have to worry about, wet t-shirt contests and things like that. But you're going to go to these shows at the end of the day that are truly Broadway quality, 100% family atmosphere and friendly shows. That was something a little different for me personally, being a theater person. I was expecting everybody to be in their best dress, and everybody's going to be sitting in the theater, and everybody was going to be listening.
Everyone's going to be very quiet and stuff, and the cruise director came out and told the kids to boo at the villains.
Yes.
And I thought you were going to explode at that moment.
Well,
you didn't say anything, but just the whole way of, what? How dare they talk during a theater? But, it was great. The kids were involved with it, but the cast knows how to engage the audience when they need to be engaged and quiet them down when they need to be quieted down so you can really enjoy it.
So I have no qualms about taking my 3-4-year-old into that theater, and because it's going to engage them, they're going to have fun with it, but at the same time, the quality of entertainment that you're receiving is above and beyond, so it's also going to keep the adults happy as far as that is concerned. So when you're talking about family-friendly activities too, from going up to the top of the deck, or up on the top deck where you can do putt-putt, and there's ping pong, and there's basketball, but there's also trivia, which by far is one of my favorite things that I did with our oldest. She and I are trivia buffs, especially Disney trivia buffs.
That was a blast.
Yeah, so
I did sit in on one of them with you all. That was the only one that weekend that y'all didn't take first in.
That was the Disney music one, wasn't it?
I don't know what it was, but I remember us taking second on that one, not first. So I'm like, it's because I was here. I'm going away now.
No, it was because it was Disney music. But that's not what I'm good at. But, and they also have game shows, family game shows. There's just really great things to do as a family. But that goes back to what you were saying. There are also great things to do when you want to split up and kind of do your own thing. And when you split up and do your own thing, going back to what Henry said, you've got your kids club. So this is another reason how Disney stands out with Disney Cruise Line. Their kids clubs go above and beyond. From Star Wars Day at Sea to Marvel Day at Sea to just your regular cruises, you are going to find top-notch, well-organized, well taken care of family entertainment. I just have to tell you, we never saw our teenage daughter.
Yes, we did.
At dinner.
At meals.
Yeah,
mealtime.
We saw her at meals. So, for a 13-year-old at the time, or 12, 13, I can't remember, at the time. Oh, she just popped up. She said she was 12.
Almost 13.
At the time, normally they don't, and she was alone too. I mean, it
wasn't like she had friends or siblings to go run with, something like that.
That's kind of that time where they start kind of getting a little self-conscious and they want to kind of stick by you. And she immediately, I call them camp counselors, but those counselors up in those teen areas really do great ways of getting the kids engaged. And here's what's even cooler about, in my opinion, about the kids clubs, particularly the teen club, is they take themselves, like when you go to the private island, they take them out there and they have their own excursions and things like that for those kids. They do that for the little ones too. So yeah.
Hey, I'll tell you one of the things that I liked with it, thinking about on just general safety and stuff, is that any kid in the kids part of it, not in the teens, but in the kids part of it, even over in the nursery, the only people that could check our youngest out would be you and me.
Mm-hmm. And they have a picture of it.
And they have a picture of us. So they walk up and you scan, you say, I'm here to pick up blah, blah, blah. And they go, hold on. Boop. That's not the right picture. Or they go, yeah, sure, here you go. And they go get them, And everyone that I've talked to that's had like 5 and 6 year old kids, whenever our agency went down for some training on there, and the kids that went with us did not want to leave and come join us even to eat, let alone anything else. So, their clubs are absolutely amazing.
I'm sorry. So the kids clubs are definitely safe, definitely clean. I can't even begin to tell you how clean they are, and definitely full of entertainment for the kids that keeps them wanting to come back. And here's the deal. Other cruise lines, after a certain amount of time at night, they are going to start charging you for your kids to be in those kids clubs, and they don't do that on Disney Cruise Line.
No, they do shut down at some point.
They do shut down. Minnie, do you remember what time your kids club shut down?
Most nights it was 12.
12. Most nights 12. So they have to come back, and that leads me to the safety aspect. So safety and cleanliness. I think anybody, you trust Disney, right? When you hear the Disney name, the Disney brand, you trust them automatically. And when it came down to cleanliness and making sure that my child, both at that time, one was in the nursery and one was in a kids club, was just 100% well taken care of. Minnie, our oldest, she would actually walk by herself from the kids club to the room. Now, we made some ways to make sure that was done safely, from wave phones where she would let me know where she was walking. I would stand out in the hallway to make sure she was next to me, within just a few minutes. I mean, so it wasn't like I just slept through the whole thing. But there's definitely a feeling of safety. But also, as I do my research and I learn about things, and I also have a friend who's quite friendly with a few of the cast members on the cruise line, they really make sure that the people who are on these cruise lines love kids. From the people who are taking care of you at dinner to your stateroom host, they want to interact and be a part of your kids' lives. They entertain them at the dinner table. They do little
ketchup Mickey heads are great.
Yes, they do all kinds of things to
It's very
make
easy
sure.
to do too.
Yeah.
I need to remember that again whenever I'm doing ketchup with the little girl.
So Disney Cruise Line takes that customer service, not only that we expect as adults, but to our kids, and they make sure that they're welcome, taken care of, and they're safe. And cleanliness is impeccable.
The Vortex hand cleaners. I just want to keep cleaning my hands at them. They were cool.
Well, not to mention, everywhere you would walk, there would be a cast member cleaning something.
Every time you walked into to eat, they hand you wipes to sanitize with,
which is very standard in the cruise line industry.
Yeah.
But they really do make a point to make sure everything that is nice and clean. So Jessica adds that parents can do a tour of the kids clubs where they can, when they first get on board, check it out. Yes, absolutely.
And you don't have to be just a parent to do that. If you are, you don't have to have kids with you to do that. Let's go that route with it.
Mm-hmm.
On our first cruise, where we went for training, it was just the two of us, and we went in and checked everything out. And then I was jealous that I didn't get to stay. You know, at some point they kick all the parents out. I'm like, oh, but I don't really want to stay.
Yeah,
those open houses are really cool.
And I really think that would be important for It's a Small World Nursery, which is for the kids that cannot go into the Oceaneers Club and into the other older kids clubs. Because I know we were leaving a baby in diapers, someone to take care of them, and it was really nice being able to come in and meet the cast members who work there, and knowing that our little baby was in good hands.
Yep.
So the open houses are really a nice added touch, just to make parents feel at ease. Plus, you kind of get to play a little bit too.
Exactly.
So that's one reason why, or I should say, another reason why Disney Cruise Line stands out. I think in the end, well, let's talk about one more thing.
One more thing you want to talk about?
Castaway
Key?
Yeah. Disney's private island. So Disney's private island is like 1,000 square something.
Sure. You didn't tell me to look that information up before.
I forgot. I see the number, but I don't remember the units. It's not miles.
No, it's not.
But anyway, yeah, so you have this really nice, huge private island where there's 2 beaches for families. One is on one side where you're going to have like your water slide and all that kind of stuff. And then the other side is where you can see the stingrays. And it's a little bit quieter, I admit.
Yep. And then there's a third beach.
And then there's the third beach.
Adults only.
The adult only beach, which we've been on both of the beaches.
Yep.
Both are beautiful. Both are great. The adult beach is, of course, much quieter.
Yep.
It's a little bit farther off. There's great transportation.
Unfortunately, the day that we went over to that one, it was raining, so we didn't get to.
We didn't spend a whole lot of time, but we did spend some time.
My only question was going to say that, and I don't remember this right now. I need to look at the map. Was how far away is it from food, or is actually food over there also? I don't remember that answer right now.
There was.
Well,
there's I'm almost.
That's right. The little building up.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, of course, you have the best barbecue meal that you can ask for over on the private island. So the private island is wonderful. They have great transportation. They're constantly going to and from.
They have a lot of really good excursions.
Mm-hmm.
And let me say, here you go on your cruise, sign up for your excursions early. Grab the ones that you wanted. I missed out on one of them that I really wanted to go do. And our next one, I will go do it. But I ended up I had a real fun excursion when I went and did the Sea Dudes around the island. Now, let me tell you, first of all, again, this is a guy who doesn't enjoy water a whole lot. And I've never rode on a Sea Dude wave runner out. No, never. And it was an experience going through all that. But once we got over to the other side of the island, we got off and we got to just go we're walking around and exploring and seeing, all the different types of wildlife. That was not, that was very, it wasn't a captured wildlife or anything.
Yeah, that's always nice, yeah.
It was a lot of fun to be over there, and the guys told us about stuff and whatnot, and a little bit about the island and everything. So
I'm pretty sure I was sleeping while you did that.
You had gone back to the hotel with the girls that night. The stateroom.
Yeah.
Hotel. We went back to the room with our youngest because it was her nap time.
Oh, that's right.
And the oldest stayed with all the kids.
That's right, because that's where she stayed the whole time. So, yeah, the excursions are wonderful. And excursions in general are going to be pretty much the same. But, you get some great excursions. But that Castaway Cay, one of the best things about it is that you don't have to be, and you'll have to forgive me, I don't know the exact term, but you don't have to be boated over to the private island. I think it's the only one. You don't have to be ferried over to the private island. You actually dock up, and we actually know which side of the ship to be on so that you can have a beautiful view of Castaway Cay.
That's right.
That entire day. But we won't. That's a secret. That's why you have to book with Middle of Magic Travel. So there is a side of the ship that you need to be on to get a good view. So, hey, Heather, thank you for sharing this. That's another great reason. And when it comes down to the end of it, we've talked about the family time. We've talked about the food. Well, we've really only talked a little bit about the food.
The food is, of course, it's all included. Doesn't matter when or where. It's mealtime. It's open. You're eating, and it was excellent.
Yeah.
There was not a single meal that I'm like, I can't believe this or that. So it was
It's
top notch.
But why I say we because I embrace the brand. It is me. I am a part of Disney in my heart. I mean, I'm a Disney travel planner. So, why do we stand out? We stand out because we offer 100% family entertainment. And not to mention, is there not wonderful family entertainment where again, that your child's not going to walk out on deck and see something that you're not sure you want them to see. But you're going to be entertained together and you're going to have these wonderful family experiences. But also, you can split up and please forgive our dogs. Please forgive our dogs. But you split up and you have this wonderful, safe, quality Disney places for you to be, whether it's in the adult-only area, the teen clubs, or the kids clubs.
Yep.
Wonderful, wonderful. And that stands out. You can't get that same quality. I'm not saying you can't get it, but you can't get that same quality anywhere else.
I also want to go back over and talk about, I'm going to close that door. And I'm going to talk about what I'm talking about in a second.
And then another reason why Disney Cruise Line stands out is the private island. Your private island is top notch. You're not going to have to be ferried over to it. You're going to see, so it snows there for the maritime cruises.
Oh, that's right, it does.
Yeah, you can't beat it.
Rotational dining.
And then there you go. That's another reason
most
why
places where you go through, you have the one places you're going to go eat.
I can't believe I didn't put that on my list.
You eat the exact same seat every time. To where here you end up on rotational dining. So if you're on, they have three on the ones the two boats we've been on the
Disney Dream. We usually do Bohemian cruises.
Bohemian,
yeah.
And there's 3 different restaurants to go eat at, and you rotate around who you're actually staying at. And the cool thing with it,
yes, Bridget, you're right.
Our server was at every single restaurant. He knew our family. He was there. They said hello. They took care of us. Did not matter where we're eating at. So that part was outstanding. So for those of you who have family members that have allergies and stuff, that person is told the day you step on the ship.
Told before that, really.
Yeah, I know. But I'm sure the day that everybody's coming on, they go, all right, here's your X amount of tables you'll be taken care of. And this family here, the Flood family, they have someone who's allergic to blah. But they're allergic to peanuts. And they're going to make sure that they're taken care of. So you don't have to train somebody new at every time you go sit down and eat.
The rotational, that is actually quite a bit of a standout for Disney Cruise Line because most cruise lines do not have a rotational dining.
Correct.
So what you do is you just rotate through the 3 different restaurants, whether or not it's a 3-night cruise, 4-night cruise, 7-night cruise, whatever they may look like, you're going to be hitting the 3 different spots. Animator's Palette is probably the most popular.
Yes. I would say that the kids like it the most.
Royal Palace is probably my favorite. That's the one that had like the Art Nouveau, I think.
Yeah, see, I like
that's what you call that.
That may be. I would love to try and find that out. If Minnie loved Art of Animation,
and then Enchanted Garden.
And then I loved Enchanted Garden. Mm-hmm. That was my favorite whenever I sat down in it. But that just reminded me of an old classical New Orleans French Quarter.
It does sort of have that
feel to it and stuff. And the other neat thing that with it is that you don't have to stay with the menu that is in front of you. If you sit down on one the first night and you go, I can't decide between choice A and choice B. Well, then on the second night, just go get choice B from the other one.
True.
Just ask, and they will happily get it for you. So
there's another reason why Disney Cruise Line stands out is rotational dining.
We're just running out of time to go through all the things that makes them stand out.
Well, let's get down to the nitty gritty of it all. We've said the family entertainment, the fact that you can split up and you can have this great adult entertainment, but you can also have wonderful, safe, quality places for your children to be.
Mm-hmm.
And we talked about the private island that makes Disney stand out. We've talked about how everything is included for the most part. Everything is included. I will tell you, on our last cruise, I can only speak for myself. I only spent $50 while I was on board. So, and most of that was because I forgot a couple of things for the kids, so I had to go get them. So I didn't. I spent most of what I spent on was I love popcorn and canned Coke, and so anytime I would go to the theater, I would get popcorn and canned Coke. But anyway,
are we talking about the amount of money I spent, or with or without pins involved with it?
Without
pins. Oh, I'm good. I'm good without pins.
So yeah, everything for the most part is included, and here's where we really stand out. This is where Disney makes the biggest difference, and this is where this is what you're paying for. Let's just put it out there.
Here's the value you're getting.
This is the value you're getting from it. You are getting the best customer service. You think you feel royal when you go to Disney World? Wait till you go on a Disney cruise. They take customer service that you're used to getting on land, and they take it 100 times more when you go to the sea. It is just incredible. Like, I can't even begin to tell you. You just feel like the best person. You just feel special. I mean, you do.
That's because you are special.
Oh, there we go. He's mine. He's mine. So with that said, I think we're done for the evening.
I think so, but I do have a trivia question.
I have trivia. I'm not going to know it. Is it cruise line trivia?
It's cruise line trivia.
Yeah, I'm not going to know it.
You might know it.
Okay.
Can you name the only show on the cruise line that's the only Disney theatrical show? How do I word this correctly?
I don't know. How are
you? There's a show that you could only see on Disney Cruise Lines, and it's not including the Mickey Golden Globes.
Well, that's what I was going to say. The Golden Mickeys.
Yeah, the Golden Mickeys isn't the one I'm looking for.
Oh, thank you, Libby. It's the.
It wasn't on ours.
It wasn't on ours.
No, you haven't seen it yet.
Is it?
There's a movie that they've made a musical of.
Well, I was going to say Beauty and the Beast.
That one's coming, but they've done.
No, it's already started.
Yeah, but that one was.
Wait, it's a movie they turned into Frozen?
No, you can see that one
on Broadway now,
and at the parks.
Oh yeah, I knew that. Duh. I don't know.
Tangled.
Oh.
They have a Tangled. I think it's the Tangled one. I could be wrong. Maybe it's the Beauty and the Beast one. But I believe Tangled has never been shown at the parks.
Oh, Jesse Bryson wants to know if we are excited about Conuga. Are you excited?
I am. She won't be there this year.
I can't be there.
That's another commitment. So I will be there with Epicos and Middle Magic Travel. We'll have our banner up, and we'll be talking about Disney. So come by and see us over there.
I might try to sneak in on Saturday, but honestly, it'll be kind of hard.
It'll be a late night. It might be a Sunday if you make it over for anything.
Yeah. I'm gonna try, but I can't guarantee anything because our oldest has a competition out of town. So I wish I was going to be there. I wish I was there just talking Disney the whole time.
Yeah. But I'll be over at least one or two of the panels with Disney, I'm sure. Talking about things.
I hope so. Well, with that said, I think we are done. We're going to talk more about Disney Cruise Line for the next couple of Sundays. And then after that, I don't have my calendar in front of me, but I'm pretty sure Heather's going to be joining me for, we're going to be talking about allergies. And this is going to be a really big show.
Oh, you're doing that one in March.
Yeah, I think it's March.
I'm gone. Yes.
Yeah, I think it's March 4th or 5th or something like that. So we do have an upcoming show concerning Disney allergies. Good night, Bridget. Thank you for joining us. He's so grateful that you support us. But yeah, think about that, and I'll try to put a schedule out or something because I think there's going to be a lot of people who are going to be really interested in the allergy.
Yep.
The allergy show.
The allergy show. That's going to be great.
So with that said, we look forward. We're going to come back and give you some more specifics next week on the Disney Dream, and then we're going to talk about the Wonder and the Magic after that. So
sounds like a plan.
Awesome. You all have a wonderful evening, and a cast member said this to me this week. I was so excited when they said it. I hope you have a phantasmic week, and we will see you next week, 8:30
Walt Disney World time.